your person can no longer deny the depth of the emotions they feel for you. These aren't just passing thoughts or fleeting attractions, they're powerful, consuming, and ever-present. For a long time, they've kept their feelings hidden, watching you from a distance, caught in a whirlwind of emotions that they themselves didn't fully understand. What began as a subtle curiosity has quietly transformed into something far deeper, an obsession, even. You've captivated their mind and heart in a way no one else ever has. They find themselves constantly thinking about you, your smile, your voice, your presence. Thoughts of you come to them in quiet moments and loud ones alike, and even in solitude, they whisper softly under their breath, "She is all mine." Not in a possessive or selfish way, but in a way that speaks to the deep emotional claim you now hold on their heart. There is an undeniable magnetic pull they feel whenever they think of you or are near you. It's not just physical, though that exists too, it's something so deep, something they've never experienced before. For perhaps the first time in their life, they're ready to explore what this connection really means. They're no longer resisting or running from their emotions. They are finally surrendering to what they feel for you, and the overwhelming truth that keeps rising to the surface is this: it's love. Not the convenient kind. Not the casual kind. But the kind of love that shifts a person's entire perspective, that demands to be acknowledged and honored. In the past, your person may have carried a reputation, maybe even lived a life, that painted them as a bit of a player. They may have been the kind who avoided commitment, who never stayed long enough in one place or with one person to form deep emotional bonds. Relationships, when they did attempt them, often felt forced or shallow. They came off as cool, distant, emotionally unavailable. This wasn't necessarily because they didn't want love, but because they hadn't yet found a connection that made them feel safe, seen, and stirred on a soul level. But then they met you, and everything changed. You cracked open something inside them they didn't even know existed. The emotional walls they had built around themselves for so long began to crumble. For the first time, they experienced what it felt like to genuinely fall for someone. It was terrifying at first, unfamiliar and intense, but also exhilarating and strangely comforting. You awakened something within them, a longing for connection, for intimacy, for something real. In you, they found peace, clarity, and a deep sense of belonging. After meeting you, they felt as though they had finally discovered what they had been unknowingly searching for all along. You represented everything they had hoped love could be: passion, tenderness, joy, and emotional depth. It wasn't just infatuation or physical chemistry, it was a soul recognition, a knowing that you were the one who made them feel whole. You didn't just fill a void, you helped them understand what it meant to truly feel alive in love. Now, more than anything, they fear being ignored or pushed away. The idea of being placed in the friend zone, or simply being one more person in your life, fills them with dread. They don't want to be a casual presence. They want to be your person, your partner, your confidant, the one who stands by your side through everything. You are not just someone they desire, you are someone they see a future with. They imagine growing with you, sharing a life with you, and building something lasting and meaningful. To them, you are emotional fulfillment incarnate. The connection they feel with you goes far beyond the surface, it touches something eternal. They are no longer content to play games or live on the edges of love. They're ready to be serious, to commit, to show up fully and consistently. They've made up their mind, you are the one they want, not just for now, but for always. And so, they stand here, emotionally vulnerable, perhaps for the first time in their life, hoping you can see what they feel. Hoping you feel it too. Because this is more than a crush, more than attraction. It's a love that has grown quietly, steadily, and now burns brightly, waiting for the moment it can finally be shared. I've spent countless nights lying awake, week after week, with one persistent thought circling my mind: how can I be with you permanently? Not just in fleeting moments or through scattered memories, but truly, completely, every day, every night. The thought of you slipping away from me is unbearable. It feels like trying to hold water in my hands. No matter how tightly I try to grasp, you keep slipping through my fingers. And that terrifies me more than anything. You once told me that I was your greatest love. I held on to those words like a promise, like a sacred truth. So tell me, if that was real, if I truly was your greatest love, how could you ever leave me behind? There is not a single part of me that doesn't love you. I love you with every breath in my body, with every beat of my heart. But lately, I feel like I'm drowning, lost in a sea of my own life, adrift without the anchor that you were to me. My days feel hollow, and my nights are the hardest. Your words, the things you said when you loved me openly and without hesitation, replay in my mind like an endless ticker tape. I hold on to them like lifelines, press them to my heart as if they could offer warmth or relief. Sometimes, I whisper them to myself in the dark just to feel a little closer to you. What I love about you isn't just the way you loved me, but the way you live. I admire your sense of freedom, your beliefs, your fierce independence, your integrity. There's a beauty in the way you hold true to yourself, and I fell in love with that just as much as I fell in love with your touch and your voice. Even now, when everything feels uncertain, I still respect and love all of you. Every single part. In these lonely days and nights, it's the memories of you, of us, that keep me going. They are my only real companions now. They are the light in the fog of everything else. People around me try to talk to me about you, about us. They offer advice, try to pull me away from this connection we share, but they don't understand. They can't. I've tried opening up to them, but doing so feels like walking barefoot, wounded, into a den of wolves. Every time I've been vulnerable with others, it's only ended in betrayal or misunderstanding. My trust in them has withered to almost nothing. You're the only person I trust now. Even with all this distance between us, you're still the one soul who makes me feel safe, who feels like home. We created something sacred together, a world of our own, built from moments, glances, shared dreams and late-night conversations. In that space, it was just us. No one else could enter or understand it. I still feel that world alive inside me. I carry it around like a hidden treasure, tucked away from the noise and judgment of the outside world. I ache to return to it. I ache to lie beside you again, to feel the warmth of your skin and the peace that only your presence brings. I miss the way we existed together, how we could simply be and that was enough. The energy we generated when we were close, it was like nothing else I've ever known. Pure, electric, real. Love, I can't seem to focus on anything else but you. My mind is consumed, my heart always circling back to you no matter how far I try to wander from the thought. Everyone around me sees it. They see how much I love you, how much I still hold on. It's not something I can hide, even when I try. It radiates from me, this ache, this longing. And still, I wonder, do you feel the same? Do you miss me the way I miss you? Do you lie awake at night, reaching out in your mind for my touch the way I do for yours? I know we live in a world full of noise, of distractions and doubts, and I know it's easy to get lost in the chaos of it all. But what we had, what we have, is not ordinary. It's not something that can be replaced or forgotten. I refuse to believe that something so powerful, so deeply rooted in both of us, can just disappear. I still believe in what we shared. I still believe in us. Even in the silence, I love you. Even in the distance, I feel you. Even in my darkest moments, you're the light I search for. So if any part of you still feels the pull, still hears the echo of my love, come back to me. Let's find our way back to that world we built together. I'll be waiting, heart wide open. Your partner is ready to court you, not with haste or reckless declarations, but with a quiet patience that speaks volumes. They understand that something meaningful cannot be rushed, especially when the bond has already weathered time, distance, and emotional storms. What lies ahead is not a sudden return, but a thoughtful re-entry, one guided by intention, not impulse. They have waited, watched, and learned, choosing to move with purpose rather than emotion alone. This is not someone who acts on whims. They are strategic and grounded, taking every step with awareness and care. In your time apart, they've come to know you in new ways, both from afar and through their own inner growth, and they are drawn to you with more depth than before. The period of separation between you two has not been easy. It has likely felt like an emotional void at times, a silence heavy with unanswered questions and unresolved emotions. Yet, beneath the surface, change has been unfolding. What once felt like distance has become a necessary space for healing, reflection, and growth. That separation, long as it may have been, is drawing to a close. The energy is shifting. A new chapter is quietly preparing to begin, not by erasing the past, but by acknowledging it, learning from it, and choosing to write something more aligned, more conscious. Your connection has always been magnetic. From the very beginning, the relationship has sparked a level of intensity that's hard to define. It has been passionate, exhilarating, and deeply emotional. But with that intensity has also come heartbreak. You've seen the best and the worst of one another. You've experienced euphoric highs and painful lows. There were likely moments when you both questioned whether the bond could survive the weight of its own power. And yet, through it all, something unbreakable has endured. No matter how far your paths have strayed from each other, they always seem to circle back. Like gravity, the pull between you remains. Your partner finds joy in pursuing you. It's not about games or manipulation, it's about the thrill of admiration, of earning your presence, your trust, and your love. They respect the person you've become, and that respect only deepens their desire to move toward you. But they also understand that love doesn't flourish when clung to too tightly. That's why they're not asking you to wait, nor are they expecting you to put your life on pause. In fact, they want you to continue forward, confidently and fully, in your Empress state of mind. Your strength, independence, and grace are exactly what draw them in. They admire how you carry yourself, how you nurture your world, create beauty, and stand in your worth. There's something humbling about the way they feel for you now. It's no longer about proving something or trying to possess you. It's about presence, devotion, and clarity. They've spent time reflecting on their past mistakes and missteps. They've recognized where ego may have clouded their judgment and where fear may have kept them from showing up fully. The distance has served its purpose. It has cleared their vision. Now, they are certain, not just about you, but about themselves. They know what they want, and more importantly, they know how they want to show up for it. Still, this return is not meant to disrupt or derail your growth. It is meant to support it. Your journey has been powerful. You've learned to set boundaries, to trust your intuition, and to lead with love rather than longing. You've stepped into your power, embracing both your softness and your strength. Your partner sees this. They feel it. And they want you to know that their intentions have shifted too. They're not returning to pick up where things left off. They're returning to start again, with wisdom, humility, and a heart that is finally ready to align with yours. So don't rush. Don't force. Let things unfold naturally. Keep moving forward. Keep building the life you deserve, and if they are truly aligned with that vision, they will meet you there, not as someone trying to catch up to your light, but as someone who finally understands how to stand beside it. This isn't just a love story, it's a story of growth, reunion, and transformation. And whatever comes next, it's rooted in something real. Something earned. Something worth waiting for.